Hi everyone, I'm Fentse and I'm a 21-year-old artist. Shout out to Sports Scene The Weekend Turn Up, powered by Adidas, for giving me this beautiful opportunity to bless you with my presence. Born in Polokwane, raised there, and I move with intention. I guess I've always just been that person. I moved with intention. I move with direction. I've never been sort of one to just go. I go with the flow, but I sort of direct my own flow. Yeah, music has always been a part of my journey. So it's been a part of my calling. I would like to describe myself as a healer. Apart from what I do as a musician, I heal, I experience things, and I just share that experience with the world, and hopefully they get healing as well. In terms of my journey with music, my granddad was very much a big musician, a big music lover as well. He was in a huge choir. I don't remember the name. Huge. Well, for me, it was a big thing, and they would tour all over Germany and everything. And I was always just also a big performer. Like every time people came over, I was your girl. I was that girl. Yeah, I was that girl. Very performative. I've always had that energy. I always just wanted, whether it was just like bringing cheer, a sense of cheer and merry to people, or whatever. It was just always in me, and it just grew and developed from then. And from primary school, I was always doing talent shows. I was doing marimba. I'm playing bass. I'm doing everything. I was just doing the most. Your girl was doing a lot. And I also joined choir in high school. I was blessed with the opportunity to be in a choir that was conducted by Rolf Schmidt. He is the Ndlovu Youth Choir currently conductor. And I was blessed with that opportunity. The biggest thing was for me is just navigating being a spiritual being and being in this human body. It's the most wildest thing. Yeah, it's wild, it's beautiful, it's a beautiful journey, and sort of trying to sort of adventure through this being, through myself, and through people. Like you need other people to grow, whether you like it or not. Because if you would have showed up here on your own, if you didn't need other people to grow, you need those experiences. You need to come within whatever it is you're meant to come within, and experience what you experience, and learn what you need to learn, and unlearn what you need to unlearn in this lifetime. I don't know if you guys believe in reincarnation and all of that stuff, until you learn. And it's just been beautiful. It's been golden. In terms of my writing process, I usually, when I experience something for the first time, that's significant or relatively significant, I would voice memo it. Like I grab my phone and I'm like, okay, voice memo, let's go, and whether it comes in the form of a melody or a sound, first sound for me, and then the words start coming, slowly but surely I sort of start building this body of work. I've never been the type of person in terms of my writing process to receive a beat, okay, write. I really struggle with that. I don't flow like that. I usually write and I hear a beat, or I hear a specific sound, or the way it's supposed to sound, like the whole arrangement, and then I try sort of unpack what I'm hearing in my head. And it's beautiful and it's magical, but it's also really difficult, especially when you're working with other people. And I've had troubles with producers, and I've had my fair share of issues working within the industry, but I'm also very not shy at this point of staying very unique. I'm true to my uniqueness. It's very important to stay true to uniqueness. I can't run away from, that's how I work. Yes, maybe with time it might change, and I'm very also open to change and everything. I'm not about to limit myself, but that's how I write. Usually I process what's going on depending on the significance of it and how deep I'm feeling it, and whether I understand it yet. Because most of the time when you experience something for the first time, you don't really understand it, right? So it's just me trying to say, okay, cool, what am I understanding from this experience, whether it's joy, whether it's sadness, whether it's just learning to articulate myself the best way possible to create the best body of work. For me, I think it was when I started wrapping up my debut single, Don't Care. And because during it, it all sort of started speeding up, I guess, the momentum of me saying, okay, this is what I need to do. This is the gift that I need to share with the world. You can't run away from it anymore, you know? As I was sort of getting into it, because I co-produced it myself, and I'm very involved in that process, especially with vocals, because I've always been shy from like singing and everything in general, because I don't have a powerhouse voice. I don't have a Beyonce voice and everything. Sorry, but I have my own thing going on, and I'm just like learning to make that whispery, beautiful, angelic tone work for me was very difficult, because I wanted a powerhouse voice. I also wanted to sound like Adele. And then I was like, actually, that's your thing. That learning to work with that and make something, and layering vocals, you know, it's pushed me to layer them and harmonize in different ways that I've never explored. It pushed me to sort of create my own sound, that when someone hears that on the radio, it's like, no, is this Brandy? Is this no, it's Fentse, you know what I mean? So I think that was for the moment, like that was my moment, that was my blueprint. Yeah, definitely. When I listen to my old stuff, or listen to maybe voice notes that are not developed yet into music or anything like that, I'm just like, what the hell was I thinking? Like, you know? And even funny enough, when I listen to Don't Care, I'm just like, because I'm working on my EP right now, I'm just like, what? What's that? That is, if people like this now, just wait for what I have. So design and spaces have always fascinated me, and it's just so weird, because I chose music as a forefront, but every time I think of performing, I think of sets, you know? I'm so crazy about sets. I say to myself, I'll never perform without even like some form of set design. Yes, I value that, because I also see, in South Africa, we don't really see the importance of how visuals and music, and just combining all these different mediums of art that we have and are exposed to, how it enhances the actual experience, right? And the message that you're trying to convey, and it just really enhances that and emphasizes that, and it works so beautifully all together. And we really just don't do that. I don't know what it is. Maybe we're not there yet, or maybe we're just like, okay, let me just focus on one thing at a time. But I think it's really important that we start pushing that narrative as well. We start exploring that a lot more. The industry and making the music are two different things, you know? And I've just been trying to learn and navigate through the industry as well, with very little knowledge. You know, I just know how to make music, you know? But when I have people by my side who are like, hey babe, you also need to do this, and this, and actually maybe that's not the smartest move, and actually maybe you shouldn't doubt yourself. You shouldn't doubt that vision. Because self-doubt for me was a big something that really held me back. The changes that have came with being into the artist, it's been a weird shift, a level of intensity as well, in terms of my schedule, my life, my priorities as well, because I'm still studying and I have to balance a lot more. And I have also had to learn to say no a lot quicker than I would have wanted to, you know, because I have much more responsibilities and I have a lot on my plate. And because I'm such an empath and I want to do everything and for everyone, putting yourself first is so important. And your mental health, guys, it's so important to take care of that first. Yes, there's a lot more recognition. Yes, people now want to work. Now people see you, now everything. And you have to keep up with this appearance, you know, keeping up with appearance, keeping up with the pressure of the appearance. And it can take a big toll. As much as, yes, it comes with nice things. I mean, I don't care about people knowing me. Okay, so growing up locally, Mango Groove was a big part of my life growing up. Like, Mango Groove just did it for me. I don't know what it was. I'm also just really into funk and groove. That's why I play the bass. Makes sense. and also Brenda Fassie in terms of her like I don't care attitude, and she did what she did, very gravitated towards that energy. And then you get your Beyonce's. Right now mainly it's like your Billie Eilish, because she does have that soft quirky thing about her, and she's also pushing the boundaries in terms of yes, she's a pop star, but her genre is actually not pop, it's alternative, you know, and just navigating through have that sound that people like, people are attracted to, people consider as popular, but it's actually not. And also with me now, people are sort of trying to box me into an oh, she's an R&B singer, and I'm just like, I'm not, but if that's what you think I am, then that's fine. And finding my own voice within the genre, because I am more alternative than I am R&B. I have heavy undertones and influence of R&B there, but I'm more alternative. Okay, so a busy day in my life would start with me waking up. Gratitude is the attitude always. I thank the universe, whatever you believe in, God, source, whatever, for giving me another day to try again, to be better, to fail, to learn, and yeah, and just be grateful. As I write, you know, I also sort of try pick up on those experiences and the different perspectives, right? Not just my own narrative. I mean, most of the music is about me and my experience and how I've journeyed and learned from it and healed through it. And I'm just like, here, this is my guideline, but it might not work for you, but this is what I'm giving you. But it's also just really nice to be like, oh, actually, this is how I was affected, but this is the other perspectives that contributed to the specific event or whatever. I am working on my EP, which is scheduled to drop in March, so keep a lookout. I might drop a single, I might not, who knows, you know, mystery, gotta keep them guessing, gotta confuse the enemy. As well, but definitely March, I'm very heavy center. And I just hope you enjoy it, man. And the visuals as well, I'm working on some crazy visuals. Where do I want to see myself in the next 5 years? I think one of my long-term, short-term goals, well, the closest one is learning to roller skate and perform at the same time, because that would be amazing. Also amazing for the audience to watch. And also being on the Afropunk stage, that's one of my biggest dreams as well, and rocking the daisies as well, and also collaborating with some big stars, you know, big shots, superstar. Kind to everyone. That's very important. You don't know what that person's going through. And also listen to that voice in your head that is telling you to do it, because most of the time you are right. Social media platforms and on all music platforms, you can find me as Fentse. That is Fentse with a full stop. And on social media, it's Fentse with an A. Not Fentse with an A. And that's me on all social media platforms. And thank you for being a part of this journey with me. I'm so excited to see where this goes. And yeah, that's it for me.